welcome back to another episode of the Anything and Everything podcast. So please help me in introducing the one, the only, Ricky Pro from the Water Buffalo Band.
To the sons, be kind just like she was. Every seam she sewed was an embrace for you. With every stitch, love was quilted into it to keep you from the cold. Where there is loss, there is gain. In the most heavenly place, now the angel spreads her wings, says, God, I'm coming home. As he wipes away each tear from her eye, she is resting in the warmth of the living Father's arms. And her children say, we'll see you in a while. And to the daughters, be strong just like she was. Every step she took an example for you. Walk with grace, lead your families in faith. Keep your children from the cold. And there's no greater love we felt than the love that we beheld in the heart of the matriarch. Now the angel spreads her wings, says, God, I'm coming home. As he wipes away each tear from her eye, she is resting in the warmth of the living Father's arms. And her children say, we'll see you in a while. Hallelujah, she is home, she is home. Hallelujah, she is home. And hallelujah, she is home, she is home. Hallelujah, she is home. There's no greater love we felt than the love that we beheld in the heart of the matriarch.
are now on.
Hey, bring it up, bring it in.
Oh, that's really loud. Okay.
Yeah.
Episode 5.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We got the one and only Ricky Pro from
In
Water
the
Buffalo
building.
in the building. Hey, pick it up, bring it in, and let us begin the Anything and Everything podcast. You see, we got Ricky in the trap, and let's go. And it's a fact.
Hey, let's go. Can you spit some bars?
No, I'll spit some.
Nah, I can't spit some bars. Bars.
Bars.
All
man.
right, Ricky Pro from Water Buffalo Band. This is near and dear to our heart. A personal friend, a really good friend. And we did a lot of projects together. We met in a music event, of course.
That's how we all keep meeting, for real.
Yeah, all of us, I guess. Yeah. Shout out to Rebel House.
Mm-hmm.
Don.
Yeah,
Open
big
mic.
shouts out to Don.
Yep.
on the open mic.
We can bring it closer a little bit. Just make sure. Yeah. All right, so Ricky, Water Buffalo, how you doing?
Doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes,
I'm really,
sir.
really pumped to be here, man. It's good to see you guys again. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
Like
minute.
you said, we worked on some projects and stuff, dude. It's been so cool to be your friend.
Yeah.
So.
And last time we saw each other is the Artsville Fest, and just to briefly kind of like say hi and bye.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was. I'm so glad to see you, man. I'm really am.
Yeah, same, dude.
So how you been, dude?
Doing well. Just doing my same old thing, working. Church going on. I'm singing at the church, at Mosaic Church, and writing some new songs, and just living life. You know what I mean? Taking care of the kids.
Yeah,
Being a husband and a father. You know.
that's good.
That's
man.
a
amazing,
son-in-law.
man.
Yeah.
Wait, what church did you say it was?
Mosaic Church.
Mosaic, where is that at?
It's over like if you go down, it's 101st, I think. You just keep going down, kind of like you're going towards Fort Campbell. Just keep going down that way, and you'll see it on the left-hand side. It's a
Yeah.
big old church.
Okay. I'll have to come through on a Sunday service, man. What time does it start?
Absolutely. They have 3 different services. So they have a 7:45, a 9:30, and 11:30.
Which one do you go to?
I usually go to the 11:30, but when
Sounds
I'm
good.
singing, I'm there the
whole
entire time. Yeah.
I feel like everybody goes to hear you, man.
Yep.
Oh.
let's
Yeah.
go. Hey, Jay, can you do me one favor?
What's up?
We're just gonna fix your camera real quick. So
Okay.
if you can adjust it to keep going the other way. Yep, I'm good there. I'm solid there.
I'm solid.
Yep, good.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, dude. So what was the song? Is that a new song?
Kind of new. Yeah. I wrote it in August.
What's the title again?
Heart of the Matriarch.
Bro, you have the most amazing titles
Yep.
for every song that you ever write. Footpad's been on repeat. Prometheus been on repeat. Teacher has been on repeat.
Yep.
And now this one, I have to watch the podcast every time I want to hear it now. You
Yep.
know, whenever you put it out. But it's amazing, man. What is it about? What's the inspiration behind that?
So that was written for my grandma. So she had passed away August 5th, and on August 6th, rather, I just sat in my room and wrote that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. I'm pretty sure she's smiling at you right now for writing that.
100%.
Right on.
100%.
Right on.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, bro.
Thank you.
That's love,
Yeah.
man. Thank you for sharing that with us, man.
Dude, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah, if y'all didn't know, Ricky is a movie star also. You know what I mean? We've been in our first movie together. That's how we met. We met eating pickles because nobody else wanted to eat them. And they were really cold. We kept them in the cooler. We hid them from everybody, but don't tell them that.
They're the best pickles in the
Yeah.
world.
I know.
When you're
man.
out there, running around like you're in the army again.
Yes.
Yep.
Those
It's
ice
true.
cold pickles, man.
Brings back a lot.
Oh, yeah,
Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brotherhood. Yeah,
Check
that was
out the movie Brotherhood. Check it out.
Yeah, it's on YouTube still. So that was really like my first biggest short film projects that I put together, and I really appreciate you helping out. And
Dude,
know.
I was just honored to be a part of it, and then also like you're downplaying it. You're like, oh, it's just this little project, dude. That was a huge project, and like I was so surprised to see that side. We watch movies, we don't really know what goes on behind the scenes, and seeing all that happening, and the way that you're able to kind of like connect everything together. that's really impressive. So don't downplay it. That was,
Yeah,
that was
thank you,
awesome.
man.
It was very
Appreciate
well
it,
put
yeah.
together. Shouts out to Josh Darnell.
Yeah.
Hey, we just added that button like a couple hours ago before you got
this
here.
one.
So
Say something,
it's perfect. Say something near and dear.
Say you saved a bird or something.
I was walking down the highway and I saw a baby bird lying there, desperately seeking water, and I had to pull over, and I stopped and I grabbed the bird and I brought it over to a lake. I let it drink, and when it was fully quenched, it stayed in my hands, and I raised it up and I released it, and it flew off into the wilderness, and it looked back and said, "Thank you."
Good job.
Hey, you made me believe you. And you know what? I do believe you would be walking on the goddamn highway.
I was like, this happened for real?
And I know.
Yeah.
See what I'm talking about? Great
Yeah.
actor, man.
Yeah, one thing about Ricky, though, like, you know, we've been working with lots of short films and music video. We did a music video for Prometheus, which is like, for me, is my one of my favorite project.
Yeah,
I was
excellent.
just,
That was
I mean,
so
I
much
love the
fun.
song, first of all.
Thank you.
Like, the Teacher album is really like, I memorize every single song.
Dude, thank you
And
so
you can
much.
ask my fiance. That's our kind of like Sunday album. You know, we go
Yeah.
home from visiting her great grandma, and then we just play the whole album.
Dude,
And then right after that album, Nickelback plays.
Bro, that album is amazing, dude. On the way to film like the Prometheus video I was listening
Yeah.
to, because it suits the surrounding, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you take like a nice little stroll through like just greenery and forest, it makes you appreciate whatever's around you so much more. My personal favorite, footpath all day, every day is my favorite. I can't get the look out of my head. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
Especially
That's my
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I made a short film on that one too,
Yeah.
like using that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so Brotherhood was the first time you acted.
yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell us like how did you feel about that experience?
I was so nervous. I'm pretty sure you remember it. When you had reached out to me for it, I was like, dude, I don't know if I can act. That's like out of my element. I was very nervous about it, but you made me feel very comfortable. But it was cool because then I realized like, oh, this is fun. I actually kind of like this. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I like, and you know, with music, when I'm writing, it's really I'm trying to capture an emotion.
Right.
And acting, you can do the same thing. You're capturing an emotion, and you're using your whole body, which is really cool. So yeah, I got the bug after that. I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, because that wasn't our last project. We jump into another one.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did the Prometheus music video, which is like, dude, that was really fun. Like
That
I
was so much
really
fun.
enjoyed that
Yeah.
that project. And then we did a couple more, like another short film project, which is the
Split Symphony.
yeah, that one that we submitted for a short film festival.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, and you were there.
The
Remember
bad
when
boyfriend.
they broke the guitar part,
Yeah.
and you felt like Eric. Shout out to Eric if
Yeah.
you're listening.
That
he
you just gave me a flashback.
Yeah.
That was emotional, dude. I
Yeah.
felt that
Yeah.
because whenever my guitar was broken, I didn't have anybody to blame for it.
All right.
But in that scene, dude, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that
that
rate!
was-
I'm surprised you didn't start swinging, even though it was like acting.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? But like you were, it's like hard to tell if you're like serious. Like, oh my god, did you just really just break my stuff, man?
Right.
Like the
yeah.
way that you
Yeah.
do a character, dude, you embody, and that's
Yeah.
that's the professionalism that you don't normally see nowadays with anybody. But whenever you get a role, even if it's like something small, you're in it, and that's amazing character,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
That's
thank you.
amazing character, man. You're welcome. Buddy. Thank you.
I can also tell that Ricky is a method actor. Like when he's on set, like he's laser focused. Like he's
Oh yeah.
getting to that character. You know, when we wrote the Cal character as well, like
yeah.
that was solid.
Yeah.
Cal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where are you, Cal?
Yeah. Yeah. But that was fun, man. I really appreciate that, and you appreciate as well, like the back end of it. That it's not just like creating a video or filming something. There's
Yeah.
a lot of work behind
a
it,
lot,
and you
yeah.
do like acknowledge that.
Dude,
We do have like sit down session where we're like writing, you know,
Yeah.
storyboarding and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's for me as a filmmaker. I appreciate that because some you know, some people just want to like, let's just film and then let's go with the flow. Like I don't work that way. Like
Yeah.
I make sure that I get connected with you and we brainstorm and kind of share ideas because
Yep.
it's more beautiful. And as you can see, like the outcome, I don't care about the views,
Yeah.
but the experience during the film session, like, you know, we had a little picnic going on. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was really solid. Like
Yeah.
you appreciate the writing and coming and bringing it to life. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for that, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
absolutely. Thank
That's
you.
amazing.
Yeah.
dude.
So how's I want to ask, like, cause I'm one, like, I keep saying this, but I'm a big fan of Water Buffalo. Like I've been really paying attention to you guys since even the band wasn't formed yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's new with Water Buffalo?
We are planning on recording soon. We have handful of songs that we want to record, and then instead of releasing a whole album this time, we're planning on doing just like one song at a time.
Okay.
So yeah, we got new stuff. We don't really have any shows lined up, which is cool. It's just, you know, we're all getting busy. You know, we're all we're all, you know, got our lives that we gotta kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Shape
everyone
around.
is. You
Yeah.
know,
Everyone
we all
has
have our
that,
9
yeah.
to 5. And,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're writing, coming up with some really cool stuff, and we're excited to record again. And yeah,
I'm excited.
That's
I
perfect,
really
man.
like
I'm
it.
excited. My first experience with watching the full band in action was at the Sanctuary show.
Oh yeah.
Yo, my God,
that
bro.
was a great show.
That was phenomenal, dude. That was phenomenal, bro. Goosebumps everywhere.
Yeah, and it's a great location. You know,
Dude.
a lot of great artists and everything.
The sound in there was awesome.
Yeah.
Like I played there solo before, and it sounded great then. But with the whole band, I was a little worried, you know, because I'm like, oh, there's a lot. It's you know, a
It's a
brick
big space,
brick build, brick and wood. I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna absorb any sound here, but man, it just enhanced it. I feel like
Yeah,
it
man.
was
That
really
was
cool.
incredible because we had a conversation about some stuff beforehand, and then watching you perform. Like, I'm so glad that I wasn't playing that day. Just it gave me an opportunity to like appreciate every single like band that performed in that day, especially yours, man. That was amazing. I'm talking about you. I was lost. Like all I could hear was the band, and I forgot that it was like people around me and everything like that. That's how consumed I was.
Good.
And how the passion and everything was there.
Awesome. That's the point right there. That's what I
Yeah.
want. I want people to absorb it and just kind of feel it, you know.
I mean, you're always been like when you're up there at the stage performing, like I can tell you channel that music. You're not just, which is like still I need to learn really, like, because I'm still conscious. I mean, one thing about like, you know, I learned from filmmaking, at least in the acting side of it, is that you need to really be going back to like that 3-year-old mentality where you're like
Just having fun.
yeah, you're not self-conscious, you know, because like some like 3-year-olds usually they got like snot running on their nose and they don't care because they're just
They're not
they don't
aware.
care,
Yeah.
you know. But that's one thing you're very good at, because when you're performing you're up there, you know. And I know for me I need to really like close everything out and just, you know what I'm saying, and just channel that inner child and just perform that song, which is like, you know, it's it takes time for you to get that skill set.
From my experience watching you perform, I don't see it. You're not self-conscious
Yeah,
at all.
you're
You're
pretty
like
relaxed, man,
you
yeah.
play as though as soon as you step off the stage, you're gonna die. You know what I mean? And from both of you, that's something that I've started to attach to my own life. Sometimes I get, you know what I mean, all in my head and stuff when I'm on stage, because I'm aware of whoever's around me and I want them to enjoy it. But when you don't care about people like wanting to enjoy it, you enjoy it and that makes them enjoy it.
Right.
So that is like, that's like the biggest lesson that I've learned, like for my music and stuff like that throughout this year from both of you. And that's like, it's near and dear to me because every time I see you guys do it, it's like, oh my God, I gotta go up after these guys and do the same thing.
But dude, you're selling yourself short, man, because I've seen you play, and man, it's amazing. And your songs too, man, they're really, really heartfelt, well written. You put a lot of time and effort into it. I can tell you're like in your room. Sorry, I can tell you're like in your room, just kind of like figuring it out, which is awesome.
That's true. Thank you, man. I gotta have you on a song with me.
Dude, I would love that.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
Both of you.
We mentioned about doing a cover of Chris Stapleton, Bruno Mars, and
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran's the blow
blow me down or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So which one's which?
It's called Blow. I don't know.
Oh, that came out.
He's
weird.
Bruno Mars.
Okay,
you gotta
Bruno
be
Mars.
Chris.
Okay.
And people know me as Black Ed, so it's only right. I mean, I know he's a big like Chris Stapleton said, but that was my nickname throughout like my whole time. Black Ed. Yeah. So it sounds like Blackhead, but if a Jamaican was saying it, because they don't say the H, they say the ED alone.
You.
Ed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Fun.
That'd be amazing.
Fun.
Yeah. So can you tell us briefly, the audience that haven't heard about you? I mean, we know you, but some of our audience is just first time hearing from you. Can you tell us briefly, like, who's Ricky Pro, and how did he started with music?
Sure. I'm Ricky Pro.
Yeah.
So music has been my entire life. So really, I don't know. I started really thinking about like writing songs when I was like 7, to be honest with you. Just kind of little things, little choruses, hooks and things like that. But really it was just like watching my dad. My dad was always a musician. He was in a band when I was a kid. He was in a band pretty recently. They just broke up. Music has just been my entire life. Even my grandpa, so his father, was a mariachi. He was yeah, dude. So it's just in the blood. That's how I got started. I remember I got this like classical guitar. It was like this cheap one that parents get for their kids when they start classical guitar at school or something.
I had one of those.
Yeah. It's like $25 at like a pawn shop or something. But
pawn shops. Colin said that last time.
Yeah.
I know. We all my guitar, my Taylor guitar, the first official guitar I bought for myself was also bought from pawn shop.
Nice. There's nothing wrong with pawn shops.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong
Down
with it
here at the pawn shop. But yeah, my dad taught me an A minor, and so I just kind of picked it up from there. I didn't really start playing guitar until I was probably like 13, but I knew chords and stuff before then.
He started you with a sad note.
Minor
chord.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah. So, and my whole intention of learning guitar was just so I could write a song, so I could sing to something that I'm playing. I was always really interested in songwriters. I loved bands. I mean, the Beatles. I also liked a lot of 80s stuff because my dad was into 80s. So like Saigon Kick and Tears for Fears and all that. But I really just, I liked the idea of writing songs. And so that's basically how I started, was just wanting to write a song.
Yeah. Do you remember your first song?
I remember the first hook, and this was when I was like 7.
Let me hear it.
Sing it.
Okay. How does it feel like to be you? Exchange lives and see what you get. It's so silly.
Bro.
But I was 7.
I wasn't thinking like that at 7 years old. Exchange lives just to see what you get. Wait, not gonna lie though. When I was like 16, and I was like 16 or something like that, I think I wrote a song like that. I don't know what it's called, but I remember what it sounds like just off of what you said. It's like, What would you do if we could switch places for just one day?
Yeah, that's the same.
Would you cry out? Something like
cool.
that. But
Man,
I still have
too.
that book though. That book is in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
still have
awesome.
that book to this day.
That's awesome.
Man, y'all already like singing serious song. Meanwhile, I'm singing "Go Go Power Ranger."
Hey, nah, you were singing Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what you were.
Yeah, I was like gangster rap.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Yeah. That's exactly the first song.
And I'm gonna
memorized.
miss everybody. we were driving over there. And he started playing. I was like, I don't know this song. Then the hook came, and I was like, I know this song.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's funny, man.
Well, we're halfway there, so we're gonna break it up real quick with a Jay.
What are we
You
doing?
tell me something.
Tell you anything.
Tell me anything.
That's the news,
the
baby.
news. So we
That's
do
the
have
news.
We're gonna break it up real quick with some news from around the world.
Yeah.
So stay classy.
Stay
so
classy.
we got our first news that Jay was going to read for us. So you can just give me one moment.
One moment.
So Jay, can you tell us this first news?
All right. If you're a scratch off fan, then pay attention.
Trust me, bro. I'm a professional.
He said, "Trust me." I'm a
There you
professional."
go.
Let's do it.
So I'll just move this one. Yeah,
All right,
so
guys.
So we're just trying to mix everything up just to make sure that, you know.
I'll be paraphrasing, by the way.
Yeah. So yeah, here we go. Go ahead.
I can't see it. Missouri lottery prize?
Yeah.
Okay, due to a lunch. Let's see. A Missouri lottery player, as a dude, he won $3 million in a jackpot ticket, all because he forgot his lunch. And then he went to like a local gas station or something like that to get
grocery
food. That the
stores.
rest of the story said, like a grocery store, and he bought this lottery ticket. Like it was like the $30 millionaire lottery ticket. And when he scanned it, he was shocked to see that he won like the jackpot of $3 million. And then he called his wife, and she was like, "I don't believe you," because he jokes around all the time. You know what I mean? And yeah, if you ask me, that's a good way to escape and start a new life and get like, you know what I mean? Go to the freaking Bahamas or something like that and get you somebody brand new. And just get a new name, change your last name and
Is that
everything.
really what you
Yeah, get facial surgery so she wouldn't recognize you if they say you come up missing in the news. And tell your best friend to fake your death and give him like $250,000 or something like that. Because
I think he won like
out, man.
3 million. 3 million. So can you imagine like just the next day? I know like 3 million for some people is not a lot of money, but like you
For me,
just
it is.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
what it is.
some people are like, oh, 3 million.
You know how many
that's-
cats I can buy with $3 million?
Well, what you gonna do with that 3 million? Like, okay, you're having your lunch break and you forgot your lunch, and then you just did a scratch off, and you're like, oh my god, 3 million. What you gonna do? What you gonna? What you gonna do?
Heart attack.
Yeah, just have a heart attack right there. I don't know, man. I would definitely pay off any debt. So I'd pay off my house.
Yeah.
I'd probably buy a new house, to be honest with you.
Definitely.
Are you gonna stay in Clarksville?
Probably, because it's cheaper to live here, and so the 3 million would stretch a little bit more. But I mean, if I had more than that, then I would probably want to live in like Hawaii or something.
Yeah, I know.
like that.
I'm not gonna allow you to do that.
Or just buy
You're
a
too
lot of
far.
houses and then
You're
go
too
to
far.
Hawaii.
There you go. Yes,
yeah.
get into real estate. And I would like just being serious. I would make sure my kids have a college fund.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And and then I would just save the rest and
you buy
buy
your favorite
guitars. I'm not like too into cars, so I don't like have like a favorite car. I'm boring, man.
Nah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
fine. That's fine.
But I mean, probably like a truck or something because I
can
love
see that.
trucks. Yeah.
You're really tall.
Yeah. That's what I would. I know it's boring.
Do you
I'm
think
sorry,
this
man.
one is
That's realistic.
destined for
Yeah.
him? Do you think that what happened to him? Because like, there's no freaking way. Like, you think lottery is just like destined for people, like if they
Oh
win,
man,
or do you
know.
think it is just pure luck?
Dude, I don't know.
Do you believe in destiny?
I do.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just with lottery. I think. Well, okay.
Do you play lottery? Have you ever played lottery?
I have in the past, but I don't like do it a lot. You know what I mean? But yeah, me and my wife have bought a ticket every now and then, just thinking, oh, this is gonna be it, and then of course not.
I think every person should like buy a lottery.
That's
like already thinking what they're gonna do if they won. The next
Right.
time.
That's like a funny story. Like one of my soldiers when I was in the military. By the way, all three of us are veterans.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys didn't know. Hey
Thank
man.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for y'all. But yeah, man, him and his wife, they went out and bought Lucky 7. I can't remember what the name of the ticket is. And when he scratched it, he sent a picture of it to me. And he was like 250,000. I was like, what? It's like 250,000. Read the bottom of the ticket that I just sent you the picture. I was like, what the? You just won that? Me and my boy instantly. Hey man, what are you doing right now? Can you give me a ride to the goddamn? I bought 17 tickets that night for $7 a piece, bro. I didn't win nothing. I won like $10 and a free ticket, and the free ticket didn't have anything on it.
Man.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be lucky too.
Yeah.
But he still he was still in when he won that. And he just sending me videos, him and his wife partying and dancing and drinking Budweiser or whatever the case it is.
All gone.
He was like 250,000. That's all he kept saying every time. And now he moved. He used to live down the street from me too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. And he moved into a bigger house. And then he started bragging again. He sent me a picture from his like third floor, and his neighbors had like sheeps and horses and stuff. He's like, hell yeah, we got sheeps, we got horses. I was like, yo, man, let me hold some. He was like, nah, bro, I don't know you like that. Sad.
Man, I knew a dude in the army too that won the lottery, and he got like millions.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was out. He got out.
You can buy off your contract, right? Like you can
I wouldn't do that.
You stay as a
I'm staying and get that extra bread, bro. Living in the barracks still, they don't have to know what I got.
But isn't it like if you have a certain amount of money, you're like,
they're not gonna allow you to stay.
Oh yeah, that's true. I heard that too, because there's one dude, he was like big into crypto when I first got to Fort Campbell. He had a Lambo. Who parks their Lambo in the barracks? And then he had a crazy ex. And guess what happened to that Lambo when he went to the field?
Tagged.
no,
bro. She took one of those gas bottles and bust his windows out and set that shit on fire.
Wild.
That's crazy.
Yep. Oh my God, somebody been shot.
He had a Lambo?
Yeah, purple Lambo, bro. Purple Lamborghini is the first time I've ever seen a Lamborghini in real life.
Yeah.
Yep. And he just casually drives around like the units and stuff like that, and the companies and stuff, just chilling. The next thing you know, it's on fire.
That's wild.
He should have never cheated. If he did, I don't know. But
shout out to just kidding.
Shout out to his baby mom.
Shout out to Jay's friend. Rank, name, last name, social security. But yeah. Well, we got another news here. Jay, I'll let you read this one.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Three escaped raccoons returned to English Zoo, and one is still on the loose.
What do you think about that?
I wonder where it went.
The rest of the news.
I wonder where it went, man. There were 4 female raccoons we noticed are missing on Friday morning from the enclosure on the Amazon World Zoo Park in what? Sandown. When the animals were recovered late Friday night. But one of them is still on the loose. She's still on the loose. And they're all females, by the way. So you can take a wild guess as to why that one is still missing.
Yeah, and then they do use thermal drones and all the fancy.
Oh, is that serious? They're probably using raccoons.
I know what the raccoons. She probably makes a lot of money for the zoo.
Probably do.
What kind of raccoons?
New Marvel movie raccoon.
Probably the one that can talk.
Hey yo. But she was right though. She got the right idea. Yeah. I'd have left that shit too. You ain't keeping me in captivity.
Yeah.
Super raccoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we'll give one from Tennessee, I guess.
Probably. And then a new disease breaks out, and then everybody start going crazy, and then the World Zoo is getting. I didn't even know they had a World Zoo.
Yeah. Do you like zoo?
I
like going to the zoo?
I love going to the zoos. I love it. Yeah.
Is there how many of them are there in like
Here?
Tennessee and Kentucky?
I mean, I only been to one, which is the one in Nashville.
Yeah, me too. My sister went to one last Saturday just to see the red pandas because she's obsessed.
Oh yeah,
with, like,
that's
pandas and
seasonal,
red
no?
pandas.
Like, isn't that? I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't know animals were seasonal.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I barely go to the zoo, but what's your favorite animal?
Well, at the Nashville Zoo, it's the mountain lions. That's pretty cool. And I'll tell you a funny story, or a weird story, I guess. So I took my kids over there, and it was a rainy day, and so there was no one there.
Yeah.
And so we were at the part where the mountain lions are at, and they have like this kind of bridge-looking thing with this like fencing that goes from the bridge to the enclosure. And there was a mountain lion chilling there, like chewing on this like big old bone. And my daughter is running back and forth. She was real little at this time, so she's running back and forth, and then she slips and she falls, and then the mountain lion just like pounces and starts going. I mean, there's a cage there.
Glass thing?
No, it's like this netting, but like the bridge is here, and then the there's like a hill that goes down, so the mountain lion can't get there or anything.
That's what they said.
Hopefully, we're hoping. But yeah, just pounced on my daughter.
Wow.
And then, when she got up, it just went back to the bone and started like ferociously gnawing on that bone.
Oh, that sounds scary. I'd have shit on myself. I would. As a dad, oh my God. Because what can you do? You can't fight a mountain lion. Put him in a chokehold probably, but I don't know.
Did you hear about that dude that like killed a mountain lion that was attacking him?
Really?
Where?
Yeah. It was a while back. It was a few years ago. You may be able to look it up. But there was this dude. I think
We
it was
can
Utah.
look it up if you need.
I think it was in Utah, but he got attacked by a mountain lion. I think it was an adolescent. But either way, those things are still big and vicious.
Yeah.
But it attacked him, and then he somehow killed it with his bare hands.
What?
Windpipe chop like from Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you look at
Rear naked choke.
That's wild, bro. At least it's not like the AI thing with that big black
Can you
dude
imagine?
that keeps beating up them crocodiles with a pizza in his hand. You seen that? That's hilarious, bro.
We can watch it.
AI is ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of weird stuff.
it was an AI video.
It was like an AI picture.
Some dude from Florida with a pizza just...
Yeah, and he keeps kicking these alligators. He's shirtless with some like rain boots on.
Yeah.
And like a camo pants. And he's beating up these alligators for pizza.
It might be real.
I thought it was because it looked familiar. But nah.
But that, so how's so in seriousness, so you've been more hands-on with the church and singing. I saw one of your video that you were actually singing up there, and it's a really high quality stuff right there too. They don't mess around with their production.
Oh yeah.
You know. But how do you feel right now? Like,
Dude, I feel better than I ever have in my life.
Yeah.
Just to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I've been on a spiritual journey with God, and He's been teaching me lessons along the way. Some of them hard lessons to learn, but I feel just so much better than I have in the past, because I've dealt with a lot of like personal stuff, and as we all do.
Yeah.
But just like depression and anxiety, things like that. But I feel a level of content that I've never felt before. And it's, it all gets brought on by self for me, I feel like. And that's a lesson that God's been teaching me, is let go of me, less of me, more of him. And that's been really, it's like a weight lifted off your shoulders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I just, I don't worry about a lot of things anymore.
Yeah.
I feel okay.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I understand that, because I've been that button is dangerous, god dang it. But yeah.
No, but I'm happy for you. I think that's a lot of people missing out. I mean, at least in my opinion, anything and everything, we can say whatever we want.
Yeah, because this is ours.
Yeah. So I think some people confuses happiness with like material stuff and
Pleasure.
like really like feeling of like that dopamine and happiness, like smiling and giggling. I think they're thinking it the wrong way if that's what they think of like happiness is. for me, what I think about happiness is really being content.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you said it on the keyword content. That's really like, yeah, that's true. You know, because you can't really have everything.
Yeah.
You know,
And anything.
and anything and everything.
Yeah.
You can't really have it. Yeah, you can. No matter what, you're gonna go through that phase where like life sucks.
Yeah.
But if you're content of what you have at that moment, which is like for me, I'm still learning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm grateful from where I'm coming from, you know, to where I'm at now.
Yeah.
But you know, there's some things in my brain that still need to be rewired, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is to always kind of like stop for a moment and kind of like reflect and ground yourself and think of like what you have right now versus
Yeah.
what you had before, you know.
Counting your blessings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think that at least that's my opinion when it comes to happiness. So I'm happy for you, dude. Like, you
Yeah.
know.
That's
I mean,
amazing,
like-
man. A lot of people search their whole lives and they still can't figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
dude.
want to, like, a lot of people, like, well, I'm one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, but there's a lesson also that I had to learn too.
Yeah.
And God has a funny way of teaching me things.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I know the truth, I'm still stubborn enough to like test it.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
he showed me the hard way. Take me along the whole
Yeah.
ride, make me think that I'm right the whole
Yeah.
time. Yeah, man, you made the right decision. Then blam,
Yeah. Yeah.
run over your
absolutely.
foot with a truck or something like that. And then, you know what I mean? But in all seriousness, though, it's really renewing. And it's a really good feeling to know that your love and trust in a higher power, being God, is like is real. It's a real thing, and he can fill you up or he can empty you.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you want to believe, and
Yeah.
putting all your trust in like all these worldly things is you can't take them with you,
Yeah.
and it's
yeah.
like hard for most people to understand. Like, oh yeah, I got this and I got that, but when you lay your head at night and all your thoughts quiet down
Yeah.
and everything settles, you feel empty.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I believe that we were made to worship, you know, and when we're not worshiping God, we're worshiping something else.
Yeah.
And so, you know, some people will worship themselves. They'll worship their beauty or something like that. But
Vanity.
there was, vanity or money, something like that. I can't remember who it is, but there was a philosopher, and he was an atheist too, and he wrote about how people are driven to worship, you know, like we're just kind of like wired to worship.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, if you worship self, you're never going to be enough, and it'll end in death. If you worship money, you'll never have enough, and it'll end in death.
Mm-hmm.
But if you worship God, that perfect being, that is going to be enough for you. So I think people do have like a hole, like you said, and I believe that it is a God-shaped hole that the Lord will fill up for you, you know, and you just got to trust in Him, believe in Jesus, and He'll do the rest. He will, you know, because I thought a lot about like, well, what can I do now? Now that I believe in Jesus, what do I need to do? What do I need to do?
Mm-hmm.
And God's lessons have shown me, you don't need to do anything. There's nothing you can do to earn His love. He gave His love for us. He gave it to us as a gift, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't have to do anything. You know what I mean?
And that's like hard to understand.
Yeah.
Like such a simple lesson is like you already have the love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's nothing you can do to earn it.
I
There's
know.
nothing.
I know. It's accepting that you have it. Because, bro, it's like I have like a bunch of questions that I always ask him personally.
Yeah.
In my quiet moments or I'm relaxing. Like, what should I do now?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And with especially like I asked a lot of questions with regards to the gift of music that I was blessed with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get all my answers. And if you believe that you'll be answered,
Yeah.
bro, it's the weirdest
Mm-hmm.
and most like satisfying feeling once you know that it's from him.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I always like in everything that I ask answers for or guidance from, I always say before I stop talking, it's like, give me the wisdom or the sight to see that this is from you.
Yeah.
And then it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very
Absolutely.
rewarding, man.
He definitely answers prayers, man.
But I also heard from the, you know, when I was doing my recovery and everything, and you know, the blessing is already there for you. It's just a matter of like how much you want it. Like you kind of like make an effort to grab that. Like let's say that like this is the gift, right there, that mug, and it's filled with whatever you want, right? It's there for you, but if you don't get up and grab it and wanting it, and there's like and take it yourself, it's not gonna be yours. So I mean, it's also for me, and it is for me like this is, coming from the darkest side of me when I was in the military, where I was like, man, this thing sucks. I don't believe in anything. Blah blah blah. It did require me some effort to really like search for it and wanting it or learning it. Because again, the blessing is already there. But I guess I'm still trying. I'm not perfect, but I am trying. You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, and then I'm really am happy for you, rooting for you always, man, and your family, and musical journey, personal journey. You're a personal friend, not just like a musician friend or
Because you're happy, man. I see it on your face every time we talk. Now it's like this. It's like an undying light now. You know what I mean?
Man.
It's like an aura that you can't shake off, and the best part about it, like as he was saying, it's right there if you want it. You have to make room for it, though. You have to make sacrifices. You have to always make room, man. And
you gotta lower down your ego.
Yeah, and it's the hard. It's like one of the hardest things to do sometimes, but once you like really let go, because I'm going through it right now. I'm learning how to let go and not going back to old habits because it felt better. And absolutely. It's making me a better man because of it. And it's going, man. I'm proud of you. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yes, we got deep, ladies and gentlemen, because this is anything and everything, and we can talk about it all.
Yeah, I can tell.
And God is always welcome in this space.
Yeah, and I got all the buttons.
Yeah, we got all the buttons for it. Shouts out to God.
Yeah.
One time for the one time.
Praise the Lord.
What's for Water Buffalo? What's next for Water Buffalo or Rica Pro? Like,
for me, I'm just going to keep on living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Water Buffalo, again, we're going to be recording hopefully soon, probably at Bomb Shelter Studios again.
Yeah, you told me about the studio.
Yeah. I love that studio. They're
where are they located at?
In Nashville. That's just like a house studio. It's in a house, but it's a professional studio, and they got a couple of rooms, good prices. There's a couple of producers, but the guy that we worked with, his name was Jack. He was a sound engineer, and I can't remember the producer's name that he handed that off to kind of get mixed and mastered. But they're a great group, and they really care about the music. They worked with us with the price and everything. So Bomb Shelter Studios, check them out if you're looking to record. I can't say enough good things about Jack there, the sound engineer. He wouldn't put it, he wouldn't give you his input unless you wanted him to do it. He would ask, like, you want my advice? Well, sure. And so he would give it then. And he really cared about the sound. So like there were times where I was singing and I was like really straining or something like that, or I wasn't straining enough. And he'd be like, you want to do that one again? I'm like, yeah, let's do that one again. And then I'll do it again. You want to do that one again?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'll do it again. He goes, this time do it like you're performing. So it's just like little things like
really
that you could tell he cared about.
Like people like that, man. They don't like, because I've worked with people that's only been about the money, so they just let you do whatever.
Right.
You know, but people that take it, that shows like character and like real love for the music.
Absolutely.
That's good,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then you said you go to the church, Mosaic?
Yep, Mosaic Church.
Where is that located at and at what time?
So that's, I'll have to look up the address here. But it's a big old church. If you go down 101st, I think it turns into Purple Heart Road or something like that. Okay. If you just keep going straight, you'll see Mosaic Church on the left-hand side. And their times are 7:45, 9:30, and 11:30. And, I worship there, so I sing there and I play guitar there. So you may see old Ricky Pro.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Man, if you can't get enough of his voice, man, be sure to check out his music at Water Buffalo across all platforms, man. And for that original song specifically, you got to keep watching this podcast.
And I'm a big fan, and you know that,
I'm a big fan of you guys.
Yeah,
I
and
love you
then
guys,
I
man.
can't wait for like new things to come out.
Absolutely.
And again, always rooting for you guys. And if you guys need anything, you have us. You have anything and everything.
Definitely.
And, dude, I gotta say, I love that you guys are just grinding. Like y'all are just constantly chasing the art, which I love. You don't see a lot of that. So thank you guys for having me on.
You're welcome.
And keep doing what you're doing. This is
Thank you for being a part of it, bro.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, back with another episode. Shouts out to Ricky Pro for having us, man. The man himself. Be sure to check out Water Buffalo, man.
Water Buffalo.
Definitely. And my name is Jay Ammo, and you will not see the last of us until the end of our time. So shouts out to you, man. Thank you for coming. Don't let it be the last time.
Absolutely.
You always got new music coming out, and if you want to promote it, there's a place to do it. And most of all, don't forget to use your goddamn turn signals when you're driving around here in Clarksville.
Yeah. Well, you know how to fix it?
Let them know.
Follow blinker light fluid.
Let's go! Thank you guys. My name is Jay Ammo.
My name is June Espinosa, and you are
Ricky Pro.
Ricky Pro. This is Anything and Everything
Podcast.
Episode 5. Ricky Pro, Water Buffalo, and we are
Out.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you
so
for being here, bro.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's go. And we are out for a while.